seems like I'm going to be pulling an all-nighter. So go figure. So welcome back to my channel, ladies and gentlemen, and all those in between tonight, for our second game tonight. God, I wish Raka was around because she would love to be casting back-to-back games. Wow, I am so tired. So tonight, for our second game of the night, and it will be my final game. I am not casting anymore tonight, so Smoke, you are out of luck for me casting your 10 p.m. Nexo game. But tonight in RCL Season 2, Week 7, it is the newly animated Nazguls versus the Emerald Dragons. We are running slightly behind today, and yeah, um, there's that. So, just slightly behind. Um, Something is running late, somebody's running late, I don't know. But I really hate it when we run late, just because it makes me sit here longer. But anyway, you guys, this is where we're at. We just had the last game that I cast. It was the rematch between the Nazguls and the Red Dragons, where the Red Dragons dominated them, took back their points, which changes the standings entirely. So it should be interesting to see what the standings are going to look like after tonight, especially that the Dragon Slayers are currently playing the Purple Dragons, and we will see where that brings us on the scoreboard. So, I mean, your standings aren't quite the same as what they were, but here is your standings that as they were before the game happened tonight. Your official markings will be that the Nazguls will have 11 points, the Red Dragons will have 10, and the Dragon Slayers, we will see what happens after their game tonight, because they are playing their Week 6 game tonight. So, as far as I know, I've heard, I don't know, nothing. Wrong game. I've heard other things about other games that are happening tonight in which I wanted to cast, but hey, I have way too many things to cast. I love it that you guys love me casting. Makes me feel very, very important somehow. I don't know why. But, and meanwhile, nobody knows what I'm casting right now. There's a few people still in here, I think. I don't know. Um, but it's all good, you guys. So yeah, this is where the standings are. The Onyx Dragons will be playing the Dragon Slayers on Friday at 9. Y'all may want to check that out. And the Red Dragons are playing the Purple Dragons this week. I mean, everybody's playing this week. With exception, I think Frostbite might be forfeiting, but that's rumor in the mill. I do not know if that is 100% God's truth. But hey, this is where we're at in our standings currently, and we are still waiting. 2 minutes to go. They told me 10 after 9, and I swear, I'm so tired. Why can't I ever find what I am looking for? But, currently, I see that the Nazguls are currently playing an ARAM game. So, meanwhile, I started my cast. We're good to go. And for anybody who's in here, I'm just going to say this again. Y'all, I have multiple sclerosis. I am affected in both of my legs. I actually spend a lot of my time outside of the house in a wheelchair. So my husband and I, as usual, for the past 12 years, we have walked in the Canadian MS Walk. We do it every year. Okay, he walks, I ride. You know, well, I sit in my wheelchair. He pushes me. Or now I have a power chair, so I could just go wherever I want. So we usually walk, my husband, me, and our dog, and a couple of friends if they ever come out. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. But anyway, I am looking for donations. I am in bad need of donations. I have not gotten a single donation this year because, well, people just suck. So anyway, visit my link. It's in my bio. Please give whatever you can. Help me reach my goal. Help us to raise money to help find a cure for MS and provide support for those of us living with this terrible disease. It sucks. Trust me, my life is not all fun and games. I am early retired, so you know there's that, but that's like not even a thing. I'm freaking disabled. It sucks. I need a lot of assistance. It blows. But nonetheless, I'm still cheery me. Y'all know me from being around way too often. I've been around RCL for quite a while now. So anyway, follow me. Like, subscribe, you know, all that crazy stuff. And guys, please visit my link. Get me some donations. If you can't donate, please share the link a like. I would love it if people knew about the disease and could help out a fellow MSer, um, raise some money to help find a cure and support for those living with MS. And that's all I'm going to say about that because, I don't want to dwell on it. So, anyway, meanwhile, back at the ranch, we are still waiting for a game to start. Ah! Oh, we're just gonna sit here. What else do I want to talk about today? Probably nothing. Because I think there's only 4 of you left in my channel right now, and I think I'm driving you all nuts. Yeah. I'm curious to know what happened in that game. I really want to find out. Who wants to go and be a Snoop? We're gonna Snoopy go and find out what happened in this game. Oh, doo. Nope, nope, nope. Try that one. I want to know. 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 I'm asking how it went because I want to know. I really wanted to cast that game as well, you guys, but we had way too many casting games to happen and not enough casters. So if you are part of LRCL and you want to be a caster, please put in request to be a caster in the RCL channel. We would be happy to onboard you to be a caster because, well, little old me can't cast everything, especially when there's 4 games in one night. So, nonetheless, it was 2-0 for the Dragon Slayers. Wow, guys, that's crazy. So here's your standings. So with the 2-0 for the Dragon Slayers, that gives them 12 points. That puts them securely in 4th, and the Red Dragons will not be able to make that um, move up to those standings. I'm sad for them, but way to go, Dragon Slayers. Congrats on your win. If you're listening, you know, it's all good. Wow, that's all I could say. Like seeing this go to 12, they're going to be tied with Smoke. The newly animated Nazguls are going to jump down to 4th because, well, they're only going to have 11 points because they lost their 3 today against the Red Dragons. Red Dragons will have 10, and they're just not going to hit that playoff area if things continue the way it is. There is 1 game left for all, and even then, tonight's game is going to also um, change the landscape a bit because we are looking at the newly animated Nazguls versus the Emerald Dragons, and this game, in my opinion, guys, is for all the peanuts because even though they lost 3 points, they could knock the Emerald Dragons down out of that first place spot by just taking this win away from them. Okay, they may not knock them out. I don't know. My brain hurts, guys. I can't do math worth of beans right now. Um, but yeah, so if the Nazguls win this game, they will go back up to their 14 points, putting them in 2nd. And if the Emerald Dragons lose, they still stay in 1st. So yeah, that doesn't change anything. Um, Nonetheless, if Smoke wins their game this week, they will be in 1st. And if the Dragon Slayers win their week 7 game, they could be tied for 1st. It's going to be an interesting day. I am finally getting invited to something here. You guys had enough of me talking it. You're going to have to put up with me for a whole nother hour. So anyway, we are newly animated Nazguls versus the Emerald Dragons. We are going to the Tomb of the Spider Queen for the week 7 game. First game out of the ranch here. Ranch, what are we anymore? I don't know. It's been a late night. And there's only 4 of you watching me. I'm so sad for myself right now. So anyway, let's I'll just stay here for a second. They are just fixing this up here. And we have the teams on the wrong side. Why are they on the wrong side? Uh-oh, you guys, I screwed this up. Wait, no, hold on. I think they screwed it up. I need to go check the thing. I may have screwed this up. I may have to change this. Week 7 is they need to flip sides. They screwed it up. So we're just trying to get that fixed up because I'm like, I'm not changing my graphics. That takes too much. They just need to swap their teams over because home is on the left, away is always on the right, and I checked the schedule and the Nazguls are the home team, Emerald Dragons are the away team. Again, we are going to the Tomb of the Spider Queen. Guys, we have pulling up your roster tonight. I will share this with you very, very quickly if I can ever do anything properly right now. All right. So you got Toxic again pulling up the main spot. Of course, he's going to go his tank. I love it when he plays tank. So Toxic Core Care. Is it Core or Care? Because I can't tell if that's an O or an A anymore. So anyway, Toxic, Lone Wolf, Nemesis, Jep, and Mimas pulling up the roster for the Nazguls. And the Emerald Dragons, you got Zero Tay Attack, Xenochrist, Ritlu, Greek Fire, my boy, my homeboy from Kraken last season. I love you, man. We had a great time last season, you know, scrimming with you guys and learning some stuff from you. And then you have Real Big Deal. So shout out to you all. I'm so happy to be able to cast this game as well. And I am losing my mind tonight. So if I screw up any more tonight, please forgive me. But hey, still only 4 users. Yeah, we don't have a lot of people. Hey, Hippie! Then congrats, Slayers, on securing your spot in the playoffs. There's no way anybody can beat you now. Welcome, welcome, Hippie for president. Please stay tuned and watch. Oh, look, I have more people. Yay! Hey, Toxic, I see you there, man. All right, we have to turn on this stupid versus thing because I keep forgetting to do it. Oh, my brain hurts. I'm telling you. You got a Zeratul band coming out of the Nazguls. And Hippie, I had no doubt that the Slayers were going to win that game. No doubt in my mind whatsoever. 100%. I knew you guys were going to win. Just saying, not to be biased. But here comes that Stukov ban out of the Nazguls, and you see that Sylvana is coming out as a ban from the Emerald Dragons, and the Hogger ban as well. They have done their research. For the frozen and Toxic going with his Nubarak, guys. Web. I love it, Toxic. I love watching you on a Nubarak. Maybe these will be better games than what you had earlier. It was sad earlier to watch you guys lose to the Red Dragons. But hey, good rematch. I enjoyed casting it. So thank you. And thank you for being great sports for giving the Red Dragons a rematch. And Ritlu coming out with his Tychus and Xenochrist on the very end. And hey guys, keep in mind there's always a stupid swap at the end that always screws me up on these casts. So can I pay attention? Maybe, maybe not. Okay, we are going double tank on the Nazguls with a Johanna and an Anubarak. Wow. And Mima's pulling up their Brightwing. Love it. Lone Wolf is probably going to be offlaning as that Johanna because, by the way, Johanna is not just a tank. She is an amazing offlaner. And, well, you can't get any better than a Joe who never dies in the offlane. And a KT ban coming out from the Emerald Dragons. Guys, if you are in the chat room, please tell me what your predictions are for this game, because this game, it does nothing. They're going to be first and second no matter which way we look at it. So, so tell me who you think is going to win this game, because my money tonight has always been on the Nazguls. But hey, the Emerald Dragons have been great too. Yeah, I can't get my stuff fixed for some reason. I think it's the way my screen's set up. Yeah, I could just turn this off while we do the thingy here, and then that's it. But eventually I will fix it. So here we go, Lucio coming out from Greek Fire, because Greek Fire is a main healer. And Zero Day Attack on his RL. And oh, they banned out Sonya. I did not notice that because I was reading Hippie, your comment there. Yeah, if you want to show me how to do that later, that would be amazing. Because, yeah, I have scenes for that, but I can't. For some reason, they're always bigger than what I need for this page, but they're perfect size for the game page. So it's really weird. But. And a Jaina and a Rainer. Nemesis pulling up his Rainer. This should be an interesting game. Jep on his Jaina. And real big deal. Dill. Yeah, every time, I'm telling you, man. Told you last time, every time I see your name, I add another word to the end. So, and it starts with a D. It's just not Dill. Alright, what are we doing here? And Dill is pulling up a Falstad here for the Tomb of the Spider Queen. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We are... Oh, it's swap time. Who's gonna swap? Please don't swap. Don't screw me up. Alright, I don't see any swaps happening, so... La-di-da. Here we go. We are going to Tomb of the Spider Queen. I may just have to make them smaller. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I can't play in full screen anyway because something is screwed up on my OBS and I have to play in window screen, so it changes the way everything sits anyway. It's really weird. But anyway, I'd have to reset up the whole thing, which I should probably do before my Nexomania cast this week. So, alright.
Prepare yourselves. The battle begins shortly.
Why is this not working? There we go. Haha! There we go. I got everything going. My brain hurts. So you got... I'm just going to do it this way so I don't mix people. Nazguls are pulling Toxic on Anubarak, Johanna on with Lone Wolf, Nemesis on the Rainer, Mimas on Brightwing, and Jep on Jaina. URL is being pulled up by the 0-day attack, and Xenocrisis on the Variant, Ritlu is on the Tychus, Dill is on Falstad, and Greek Fire, of course, on his Lucio. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody's locked in on their talents, and we have a game. Nemesis taking it to the face, and he goes down. First thing, wow. You've just been taking the beat tonight, Nemesis. Shake it off, boys. Shake it off. Good fight happening in mid. Everybody is rotating the way they would like to. Emerald Dragons are doing a very interesting rotate, however. And Nazguls getting back to their lanes. They still have to rotate to top. This is even a more interesting thing because the Nazguls have not cleared that top lane at all just yet. But the Emerald Dragons are doing a great job of moving between. Not sure why Greek Fire is leading the way there. That could have hurt, but the Nazguls weren't fully paying attention to where that healer was. Greek Fire being very, very aggressive here, as is Lucio, as he always is. And if I was a Nazguls, I would make him pay for that. Alright. Not too much happening here. It does look like that variant is probably gonna go either taunt or Colossus Smash, but I'm having a feeling it's going to be taunt because, well, URL isn't all that much of a tank. They are pretty even on soak. A good job on both teams for keeping up on the soak. Toxic is sitting in that bush nice and securely. No, he left now and he didn't catch that rotation. Would have been great to catch off that rotation. But I'm not a coach, so don't take my word for it, because I haven't played HOTS in like a month. No word of a lie. Varian getting his 12 in. Xenocrisis, good job. And Greek Fire just sitting in that bush. Behaving like a tank. We are getting a turn in on bottom, we hope, by the Nazguls. They are hoping. Nope. And Greek Fire comes in for the interrupt there. We do have almost a full turn in on the side of the Emerald Dragons. I'm lost for words here. Don't ask me why. The Ammo Dragons are getting yet another turn in here. 29 in out of their 50. 33 now and 34 Nazguls. Nazguls still trying their best to get their turn in here because they have way more than enough for a turn in, as do the Emerald Dragons. So this is going to be a fight to the death here. Who's going to get this first turn in for these spiders? I am really not sure at this point. Because Tychus is just going to melt people away. Nemesis in a little bit of trouble, but hey, he shoots that variant away. 45 out of the 50 in for the Nazguls. They need 5 more to be turned in. Johanna really trying her best to clear that bottom lane, keep them up on soak. They are even in levels, even in forts, and, well, the Emerald Dragons have 1 kill. I was going to call them the Red Dragons. I'm sorry. My brain had to rewind and go, wrong game. So here we go, level 7 coming out of the Emerald Dragons at level 7 on the Nazguls. They are picking these talents quite quickly. Way to go. And here comes the Nazguls trying to get in this turn-in. They are not going to fully get that turn-in. Oops, I clicked the wrong thing. And yeah, there's that taunt, and Jeff is down. And there is no revenge kill for the Nazguls here. Toxic in a little bit of trouble, but Brightwing gets on him quickly. Lone Wolf and Nemesis trying to get a turn in here because they just need just a couple more. But Zero Day Attack getting in there with that URL to interrupt. The Nazguls really need to be here in a full team presence in order to get this turn in, because meanwhile Falstad is turning in 17 on top, giving the Emerald Dragons the first spiders of the evening. They tried really, really hard, but they forgot about that Falstad and his ability to do whatever the hell he wants. I heard something blue team, but I have no idea what they were talking about. Alright, spiders are down. Not entirely in an even fashion, which is not good for the first spiders, because you always want them to be laid down closer in proximity to the enemy's base as best as possible, because they are on a timer, and the longer they're down, the less health they have. So yeah, so top spider is going down quite quickly, mid spider's already gone, and bottom spider is just about there, and that will go down in just a bare moment. I'm not lying. See? There it goes. Here we go. The Nazguls held that spider off quite well. They did lose their top gates, their bottom almost full gates. Mid gates are still up and standing. They do need only 2 more to turn in, but Xenochrist is sitting there in the lurch, just waiting to stop them from their turn in, and they do manage to stop them up there, but nope, they managed to get them in on the bottom. Nazguls do have spiders coming down, but again, not entirely even. They are going to get the top one in the center. Mid one will drop in the center. You know what? Bottom one's going to drop close to the center as well, but maybe mid will not, because, well, now those minions are at their gate. So that kind of sucks for that timing on that. But hey, again, I'm not a coach. I just listen to too many of them. It's a good fight going on bottom lane. The Nazguls do get that bottom gates, not fort, gates, down. And Yarel is trying to clear the spider on top. Spider on mid is uncontested. It may be able to get those front walls and maybe part of the keep. But the Emerald Dragons do kill that spider on bottom. Nazguls having to rotate to mid. They want these front gates down. Heck, if I were them, I want a freaking fort, because you need catapults in a lane for best push. So they do have to retreat here because they are going to get pounced on. A nice web by Toxic. Beautiful just from that false dead. Because he's like, hey, get off of my Joho. Or Yarel. I can't remember who was webbed anymore. I think it was the Yarel. So there goes. Second spider's down. This bottom fort is almost down. The mid fort just needs somebody to breathe on it, but they are going to babysit that for a second. You got 78 gems on the Emerald Dragons. Like, wowie zowie. That is crazy. 57 on the Nazguls. They need a team fight here because, yo, man, they have more than a turn in here. There's a taunt coming out from that very end. He wants that Jep down so bad. Tychus trying to go back after him. They are trying to get this turn in. Something fierce. And the Nazguls took down that fort just by passive lovely minions. Or whatever it was that took them down. I wasn't watching. And there's a taunt again on Mimans because they're trying to take care of that healer. But Mimans gets out. There's a gust coming. Nemesis is now down. And there goes the Brightwing. Wow. They really want this turn in because they do want to double spider these guys. Well, it's not really a double spider when they've already been a spider. But hey, that is my brain for you tonight. And a 0-day attack is at the bottom with 49 of these things. Craziness. They really need to pay attention to this lovely Yarel who's carrying the whole team's amount of gems. It is gems, right? Yeah. Here's Lone Wolf really trying to deal with that 0-day attack. But still, they don't need too much more to turn in. But there is an Anubarak turning in for the Nazguls, giving them 45 out of 55. They need 10 more to turn in for them. That math's easy. I could do that math tonight. Look at that. And here comes a taunt coming out on that Johanna, but did not work. Nazguls do get their spiders down. Way to go, Nazguls. Good for you. Let's see how this will play out this round, because you got the top one is going to be let down right before their fort. The mid one just at mid, and the bottom one probably a little further out. It's really hard to get those spiders to go down the exact way that, you know, they tell you you should put them down. But hey, they are going to try for this top lane again because they want this fort so bad. Top lane, guys. Boss lane. Always the best one to be fighting in on this map, in my opinion. If that counts for anything. Lone Wolf wanting that wall down. I always love how we go for the walls. But they are probably going to get this top fort down. Yarel did manage to kill that spider in bottom. The mid spider is down, and the top spider is down. So that is no more spiders here. Look, somebody killed the spiders. You have no idea how much I absolutely hate spiders. I like this map, but I hate spiders. Here we go. 83 gems sitting with the Emerald Dragons. They are gem hoarders. Oh my. And look at that, 0-day attack is going to get these turned in uncontested because the Johanna did not turn around and interrupt the red team, or rather the Emerald Dragons, get their spiders. Those are going to drop way too close to their base to get anything really well done, except for maybe mid. But if the Emerald Dragons clear this top lane, they might be able to get the Web Weaver to go a little bit further. Yes, and it does drop. There is a whole push on top because top lane is where it's at. Yarel and Johanna duking it out on bottom with that spider. Nemesis trying to kill the mid spider. Meanwhile, there's 3B top spider. It's an unfair attack. No. The likelihood here is that the Emerald Dragons will take down that top fort, but Nazguls don't have much to do on that. Oh my god, too many names. Emerald Dragons fort. But, you know, they need to take down this spider so it doesn't take anything else. And they do need some kills here because there's 4 kills on them from the Emerald Dragons. But hey, that is not all that there is to a game. I mean, you can say there is, but here comes Johanna. She wants an unstoppable here. Goes down on real big dill. And down goes the Falstad. Way to go, Nazguls, for pulling it out. Just, they need another kill or 2, and they can probably get ahead here. Johanna pull in. but Lone Wolf is in some trouble. Lone Wolf is down. Mima's is losing her health as well. Poor Brightwing. It only hurts until you die, and there goes Nemesis down again. Greek Fire just owning it tonight. And 91 gems on these Emerald Dragons. They are going to go for a boss play here and a turn-in. And the Nazguls just didn't even have enough for a turn-in. They should have been paying attention to lanes, but that is my opinion. Again, everything I say tonight is just my opinion. You can take it or leave it. Mostly leave it. I know nothing. I just like watching games and commenting. Xenocrisis going for a turn-in here as well because, well, that boss is almost done, and it would be perfect to get your spiders and the boss at the same time, and they managed to do that 100%. Great play on behalf of the Emerald Dragons. I'm really having a hard time with what dragons they're playing tonight just because I casted that rematch earlier, so my brain hurts really bad. So level 17 for the Emerald Dragons, 16 on the Nazguls, and 6 kills coming from the Emerald Dragons on the Nazguls. Wow, they are just owning them tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a fight. Top lane. They are going for this. They want all in here because they have a boss and the spiders. And boss is going down. Spider right up behind. They are going to try their best to take down this top keep. And both boss and spiders are down. Toxic is in some trouble. He does get out because, well, I love his interact. And they need to push these Emerald Dragons down. Ritlu almost down, and he is down. And they are going to go after this Urel as well. 2 down for the Emerald Dragons. And then Nazguls do need to get these lanes cleaned up. However, like I said, these spiders are always on a timer. They will eventually kill themselves. I think this bottom one is going to go down any second now. They did take down the mid one. And you have Jep and Nemesis trying to push for that top 4. And they do get it because that's what they want. They need catapults in all lanes. Taunted on Raynor, and he is down. Jep gets away. Toxic, just a little too late to the show there. But it's okay, man. They went in without you.
Reclaim the gems of my power.
So far, guys, this is a pretty close game. These are the top teams in the league right now, duking it out for their Week 7 game, which isn't going to change much, even if one wins. If Nazguls wins, it doesn't change anything. They still sit in second, and if the Emerald Dragons win, they still sit in first, so it changes nothing! But Nazguls could use a win here now because they did lose their rematch tonight. So it would be great if they won this game so they can maintain their second spot position. But here goes nothing. Everybody's regrouping. I'm going to grab a quick drink. Alright. So 32 gems sitting with the Nazguls. 24 sitting with the Emerald Dragons. I'm just going to start calling them dragons and it might be easier for me. So anyway, they really need to start protecting because, you know, they need a turn in here to get their spiders to make these lanes disappear again into the wild, wild west. And why am I seeing things wrongly this time? There we go. It was just me. My brain hurts. Did I tell you that? Here is your game in mid, and the dragons do get their spiders. They also get their 20. Guys, respect the 20. And there is that crazy gust coming from the Falstad, pushing the Nazguls out. And the spiders, bottom spider not too far in, but the other 2 spiders are going to come up quite close to the Nazgul's base. This could be for all the marbles, ladies and gentlemen, for them to win. The Emerald Dragons are deciding they're not going to take that fight in mid. They are going to go top. They're going to try and get that spider pushed in as fast as they can. Because, hey, this is where it's at. And I'm sorry guys, I never read out any talents tonight because the fights are just too crazy to stop for a minute. So the dragons are going to retreat. The Nazguls need to regroup here. Hey Astro, welcome to the channel. Love to have you here. And they could have a turn in here, but they need to get away from a fight for this turn in. Top lane is really where the dragons are hungry for. They are wanting that keep down because boss is up now. And hey, if they would have got down that keep and got that boss, they could have ended this game. And I'm really starting to feel like 6 from Blossom, and I totally just dated myself because I feel like I'm talking a mile a minute to keep up with this game tonight. But hey, here we are. The dragons are waiting in the dust. Smoke, dust, fog, I don't know what you want to call it right now, because they are trying to catch the Nazguls out on their rotation. Toxic going in for a check. He is not entirely sure what they are doing. He's like, okay, well maybe they're going to check on boss, and yes they are. Toxic is in a little bit of trouble. They are not on boss. Toxic needs to get himself out of there before he dies. And no, he gets caught out and down he goes. Nemesis trying to get out. His team did not follow him because they are trying to get this turn in, but they just don't have enough for a complete turn in here. Johanna, yes, Johanna has the 36. She's going to turn in. That will not stop that boss. They are going to keep pushing this boss, and there's nothing the Nazguls can do about it because, well, danger, Real Robinson, you don't have your 5th player with you, but Brightwing wants to clean the lanes, but they are going to have to do something about that top lane. Wowie zowie. It turns out that Nemesis is completely wrong. I am not their good luck charm. I'm so sorry, guys. I wish it was different. Yeah, so anyway, top lane Spider trying to take that top keep, and bottom Spider just kind of doing its thing. You know, oh wow, sorry, that's not a spider, is it? That's a boss? Yeah, why do they all have to look like spiders? So, the Nazgul spiders didn't really get much at all because their lanes were pushed out way too far. This bottom lane is still in some trouble. Lots of catapults coming their way. They are not sure what to do. They are trying to regroup. They are just not getting their groove tonight. They are going to rotate as a 5-man, as are the Emerald Dragons, because, well, it's after 20, and why the hell would you solo lane anyway? Unless something's really in danger. And the Nazguls are in need of 20 more gems in order to get a good turn in here. And as are, well, 20, I don't know, I can't count anymore. Yeah, 21 for the Emerald Dragons. My brain hurts. There's too much math in this game, y'all. And isn't it funny to listen to a Canadian try to use a southern slang, y'all? Hey? Here goes the turn in for the Nazguls, but they still do not have enough. They still need 20 more. Not entirely sure how they're going to get it because their lanes are so far pushed out. The Emerald Dragons are just going to wander around and get their gems because, hey, it's going to be easier for them to get a full turn in now than it is for the Nazguls. They are missing a lot of these gems. Gems! You got to get the gems! Oh, I can't imagine what the conversation is like for the Nazguls. Here we go. The Nazguls getting more gems turned in, but still not quite enough. And they still need 15. It's just so funny to watch when this happens. It's like I'm like on the seat of my, like on the edge of my seat rather, not the seat of my edge, but the edge of my seat. I'm just waiting to see what happens here. Because I'm just like, oh my god! fight happening here in mid. I'm not entirely sure what's going to happen here. These are two very good teams going up against each other. The Nazguls almost have enough for a full turn-in for spiders. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, the dragons get almost everything turned in. Here we go. Here we go. Wowie zowie. Here comes the spiders for the emerald dragons.
My magic is yours.
I literally keep having to think about what dragon team I'm talking about. There's too many dragon teams. Nice fight happening here and absorbing on that URL. Ritlu going down. And Xenochrist might bite the dust here because he is all alone. And down goes Xenochrist. That's 3 emerald dragons down. And the dragons really don't care about these spiders. Why? Because they're on timers. So why bother when you can push the lane? And why did I say dragons? I mean Nazguls. Holy moly, my brain is fried. I'm telling you, I should not cast 2 games in a row. It really throws my thinking off. The Nazguls are going to push this bottom 4 because why? There's 3 of the dragons down. And they really don't care about these spiders because this could be the ending point for the Nazguls. Be a great turnaround for them at this point. All 5-man going into that core. They need to do some serious damage and like now in order to get this done because in 10 seconds they're going to have a Tychus to deal with. And here we go, 60%, 55, 50, 51, 49, 30. And how quickly can this go? Oh, it's going much slower than I thought. 17, 15, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And it is, that's it, that is game. That is GG for the Nazguls. Way to go to pull that out. You guys came back like a champ. Great job. I am proud of you. I am. I really am. I'm proud of all of you guys for playing this season. This season has been loads of up and downs and craziness happening. And anyway, here are our stats. You got Tychus leading the way on your siege damage with 189,556 with the Johanna pulling up in the second. Jojo in second place at 182,000. Your hero damage again, Ritlu pulling it out at 65,000 on that Tychus. Jaina at 62,000. Your healer of the night of this game, at least, is your Brightwing at 102,000. And Greek Fire, sadly, you're at 86. I love you, man, but you just could not compete with that in Brightwing tonight. Self-healing comes off on Xenochrist, of course, on that variant with the 38,000. And your leader of the pack tonight for your XP damage is the Yarel at 18,000. You want to know who led in deaths? Well, I have no idea. Here we go. Raynor at 4 deaths. Poor Ray Ray. And your kills are Tychus at 4. So let's just take a quick break while we wait for the next game. Da da da. And well, because I am in the middle of it, I will let you guys know yet again, if you were not here earlier, guys, I have multiple sclerosis, and every year my husband and I do the MS walk. He pushes me in a wheelchair, we walk with our dog, and we raise money for the MS Society of Canada to help do research to find a cure and bring support to those living with this horrible disease. My MS Walk link is in my bio, so if you feel so inclined, please click the link and donate to such a great cause that is helping thousands of Canadians, like hundreds of thousands of Canadians that are living with MS. 3 Canadians are diagnosed with MS every day. So it's crazy. We have the highest rate of MS in the world. So please, if you could help, follow my link. Donate, donate, donate. Like, subscribe, you know, all that stuff. But we will be right back with the next game. Why can't I find anything tonight? Yeah, here it is. Oh, Nazguls took the first game. So it's 1-0 right now. We're just waiting on game two. Alright, guys, we are back. We are going to be going to the Cursed Hollow. We are just waiting for everybody to say ready. I had to take a quick bio break, so they were waiting on me. But we are going to be going to Cursed Hollow. And for the time being, I'm just going to remove that versus thing for you guys so you can see the pics. Oops, that was my art. That was not what I wanted to show. I'm trying to do too many things. Here we go. We are going to Cursed Hollow. There we go. I could like click that at the perfect time. That was kind of an awesome graphic. Wow. So here we go. Game 2 for best of 3 for the first game of week 7. The Nazguls versus the Emerald Dragons. Nazguls so far have one game under their belt as a win. So it's 1-0 for the Nazguls. Dun dun dun. Sorry, guys. I zoned out there for a second. Nubarak being banned by the Nazguls, which I find very interesting considering it is Toxic's favorite tank. But you have a Hogger and a Jaina ban coming out from the Emerald Dragons. And I will try to wake up here because it is way past my bedtime. But hey, things you do for people you like. Okay, I was gonna cast the Dragon Slayers game, but I kind of got snookered into, no, not snookered, I'm sorry. I told Nemesis I'd cast his rematch game because he asked so nicely. And, yeah, I kind of forgot that you had a game tonight. I tried to find you another caster hippie, but it didn't happen, I'm sorry.
Forsaken.
So Stukov band coming out from the Nazguls, and real big deal. Every time, man. Pulling out the Sylvanas. Seriously, you should play Tychus. I'm just saying. I'm being totally inappropriate right now. This is a PG rated channel. Mima's pulling out their Brightwing again. Wow, love it. And Johanna on Toxic. Should be an interesting game, y'all. Cursed Hollow. Wow, Dahaka on 0-day attack. You know, the biggest problem with this game is the skill level on both of these teams are quite close together. And both of these teams play in NGS, and they've probably been up against each other. Okay, technically Amor Dragon doesn't play in NGS yet, but the people on the team have played in NGS, and that would be more specific. So they've probably seen each other at some point in NGS, so they know what each other can do. Here we go. What is next? And a May ban coming from the Nazguls. And they're banning out a KT. Sorry, Nemesis, no KT for you this round. But Jep is gonna pull out a Tychus. And of course, with the Speedo and the big giant, you know what? A gun. Really doesn't look like a gun. It's all coming out from Lone Wolf. It's a Monday night. I'm still awake. What in the world? And just a reminder, I haven't even eaten dinner yet. Because I've been casting since 7:30. Xenochrist pulling out a Murden and Ritlu on the Li Ming. Why can't I hear anything? There we go. I have Annie issues. Nemesis, what are you gonna bring us tonight, man? And a Tassadar on Nemesis. Online. Alright, here we go, y'all. I'm gonna put up the versus bar again now that you've seen all the picks, because at some point I will try to fix that, you know, before my next cast. Cursed Hollow. Want to know what's really funny, y'all? My grandmother asked me yesterday what I've been doing lately. When I told her I was casting games, I had to explain to her what that meant. And when I finally told her what it meant, she's like, "I think you missed your calling. You should have been an announcer." And I was like, "Alrighty then. Thank you so much that she thinks that of me." there we go. Your score screen is up. Talent screen is up, and we are ready for a game, y'all.
The battle begins.
And yeah, I'm
10 seconds.
overly tired. Probably gonna be way too talkative on this round. But
5,
good luck. Have
4,
fun coming
3,
from both teams.
2, 1.
Here we go. We have
Well,
5-man going mid
what are you
for both
waiting
at this
for?
point in time. Oh, Thrall is going to rotate to top, or at least to take that line of sight. And there's 3 going because they didn't see everybody mid. They are going to rotate, and not just rotate, but they are setting up for some sort of gank, and they want that. Oh wow, oh, that is an interesting play because they have a Sylvanas. They get dead in that tower and almost take it down immediately. All right. Well, they negated that at least. They're gonna have to watch that Sylvanas this whole game. Because, well, what's Syl's favorite thing to do? Dead in towers. Kill them. Alrighty. Halfdart gotta go face off with the Li Ming. He did not see her in the bush. She almost took him out in one fell swoop. Oh, danger, real Robinson. Thrall going 1v1 on 0-day attack. Almost gets him out, but hey, it's a Dahaka. That's never gonna happen. Johanna trying to do mid. They are all over the place on this game. You got 2 of the dragons taking this camp. You got a 3-man versus the Li Ming. It's gonna take 3 people to take down the Li Ming. This is gonna be a very interesting game if this is how it's gonna play out. Thrall still on bottom against that Dahaka. Dahaka keeps getting low, but hey man, it's a Dahaka. He can heal himself like crazy. And again, Mimas and Nemesis trying to go face first into that Li Ming. But equal on soak, pretty much, almost, yeah, a little bit greater on the dragon side. I'm always a little bit. The dragons do get their 4, and Nemesis, Nazguls get their 4. Alright. Poor Mimas taking it from that Greek fire. Mimas is having such a hard time tonight. Just constantly being focused down.
Heroes, gather
Here we go. The tribute is coming up. Top lane. I feel like they're so split on here. I have nothing to really announce here because nothing is fully happening. A little bit of a 2v1 here and a 2v1 there and a camp over here and, you know, 1v1 down here. It's interesting that there was a Dahaka going up against a healer, but hey, healer will be able to Z into this no problem, and Greek Fire does get out of that. A little bit of a sticky wicket that he was in, but he showed his cards. They know he's there. Dahaka is going to move up into that bush as well, and Right Wing she's really gonna have to Z to her teammates anytime now. And because they are going to have to give this objective, it's only the first one. Hey, just hard. Clear your lanes. Get some XP. Who cares? Get it next time. But nothing exciting is happening. Everybody still has their keeps. Nobody has died just yet. But Tychus is going a 1v5. Very, very interesting. I'm not so sure that was the best bet. But it is now a 1v2. Sometimes Tychus could do that 1v3 with that healer. And look, a 1v4 with the Muradin coming up. 2v4 happening. This is a dangerous fight. But will they be able to pull it off? No, because, hey, Sylvanas has that little bit of an escapability. Just a little, right?
Shall we see who gathers enough tribute this time?
Alright, so getting ready for this next objective. They're going to have to be very careful here. There's still no kills on either side. Everybody still has their forts. Not everybody still has their front gates, but hey, top lane gates are down for both sides. Bottom lane are not down. Mid lane are still up. We're good to go, but Nazguls needing to get set up here on this objective. Nemesis is going to get a save by that Bright Wing just by the skin of his teeth.
Red team one draws first
But
blood.
no, down goes that Tassadar. First blood for the red team. 4 minutes and 40 seconds in. Wow, that took forever. And they do manage to cap that second objective. But again, this is never over till it's over. And as you've seen on the last game, if you were watching, that as much as we thought the Nazguls were down and out, they pulled it out last minute and won on a base race or a core race or whatever you want to call it tonight. Li Ming just up here pushing on her own. Sylvanas coming up to dead in that tower because, well, that's what Sylvanas does. You really have to watch that still, you guys. But here we are. The Nazguls are saying, screw you all, we're taking this boss because we can, and well, it's a little dangerous to do so, but they are going to do it anyway. They get this boss. This curse is coming up, and they are either going to have to clean a lane or push this boss. Pick your choices. What do you want to do? I think they are hoping that they get a free objective here with that boss push going a little early on that Tassadar wall, but hey, they still managed to get it. The way to pull it out of the dark there, Nazguls, but hey, they are going to take this boss, and there was no way they were going to make it on time. There's no way to interrupt that. There's 10s on the dragon side and 10s on Nazguls. It is very even in XP and deaths on this round, and not anymore. They just took down the lead. And there goes that third dragon is down. The Nazguls say, no, we are in this to win this, Annie. You are not going to call this game a loss for them. I know, I can hear it in Nemesis' voice going, no, we're pulling it out. We're going to pull this together. They are going to do this. They have to clean this top boss because they have no fort on that top. They really need to take out this fort on bottom in order to even things out. And they have to kill this boss before it takes out those front gates. At least fully takes out those front gates, because then that core is at risk. They need to get ready for this objective as well. But hey, enough of telling you what they need to do. Let's tell you what the dragons are doing. They are taking this camp. Sylvanas, I'm not entirely sure what she is up to. Minus, I don't know. I really don't know. Muradin going to try to set up. I'm sure he's telling his team to get here, get here, get here now. We need to fight this. They are wanting this. Tassadar throwing down that wall just slightly, a little early there, hoping to get that stay away for Mimas. But no, Mimas is going to get attacked on the back end here, and Thrall is down. Mimas is going to go down next, because Sylvanas is just on her like crazy. Mimas, is she going to get out? She is going to get a blink heal down, and she manages to get out by the skin of her teeth, leaving Johanna in there to fight on her own. But hey, they may have to give this objective. They don't have a choice here. They are 4-3. Well, no, they were 4v4. They could have stayed and fight, but Dahaka's going to manage to cap this, and the Nazguls are now cursed. The curse is upon them, apparently. Dahaka just doing Dahaka things on the bottom lane. Because, well, you leave it to Dahaka unattended, and that's what he does. And Syl is in a... Well, she was in trouble for a second there, but not anymore because she still had her escape. And she takes down that front tower. No problem. Greek Fire in the back. Not sure entirely about his placement on this game. And look at that. Freaking Li Ming on the top. And she's just doing a thing. In my opinion, they have 3 lane pushers with these dragons right now. Because, well, this is a macro-heavy map, and the more macro you have, the better off you are on this map entirely. But Dahaka took down that bottom fort. The rest of the dragons working on this mid fort, and Li Ming really trying to push this keep down. She really, really, really wants it. And yet the Nazguls have yet to take down any fort on the dragon side. It needs to be a fight for their lives here. Thrall needs to do something about this Dahaka because he is just pushing like crazy. And here's Toxic trying his best. He does not manage to get out. Oh, yes, he does. I lied. I'm full of it. He is out. Thrall trying to push Zero Tay attack down. But it's so hard to get rid of a Dahaka that knows how to play Dahaka. So, again, both of these teams are very even in skill level. So it is great to see, but they are looking like they might lose this top keep if they don't keep an eye on it. They really need to get those lanes pushed back out. The dragons are going for their camp. Their boss is coming up in 1 minute 25. The Nazguls are going for their camp as well, and their boss is up in 49 seconds. So what is going to be the play of the day here? Will the Nazguls take their camp and then go for boss, or are they going to bait it, or are the dragons going to just go directly to that boss? Because hey, they could. It's a thing, you know. Brightwing trying to clear out these lanes. I'm not entirely sure why Brightwing is doing that instead of a Tassadar, but hey, I'm not playing the game. I don't understand Brightwing, so I don't even play her. Everybody knows I hate Brightwing. I love watching people play her, but I don't like playing her. So here's an interesting little gather in the mid. Nothing really exciting happening. Thrall needing to interrupt this Brightwing. She is going to have to go to her team. There she goes. In for the blink kill. Tyke is pulling up his Odin. He is going to get caught out by the Dahaka pull. Always getting tongued by a Dahaka. Yeah, I'm just going to leave it there because my mind just went over very, very naughty. Anyway, here's an interesting fight happening on top. We have a 5v5 going crazy here. The Nazguls really need to take someone down to make this even, but they are having such a hard time in this game.
Or face my curse.
They have killed four times on the dragons, rather. They are even at 15. They are not even on buildings, however. They do not have a single building down on the dragons yet. They do get this top siege camp that might give them a reprieve on this objective. But look, Greek Fire's already there. He's already scouting it out. Thrall, I'm not entirely sure what you're doing, but hey, 4-man top. I don't think they care about this objective. They're just going to let it go. They want the push because they want their 16 to be even. So it's going to give this objective to the dragons without any investment at all. They really, really, really want that 0-day attack down. But they didn't get him. He got away. He's just going to keep getting away. But hey, there is your 16s for both teams. You got Dahaka's pulled up his Cunning Claw and Dwarf Launch on Muradin, up the frequency, Mirror Ball, and Life Drain. That's what's coming out from the dragons. And I totally missed to tell you what their 10s were. But I'm sure you guys have seen, so you don't really need that. But hey, the dragons are on the Nazguls boss camp, but the Nazguls are saying, hey, well, we don't know that you're there, but hey, we're gonna go take yours anyway because we don't see you on the map. We're pretty sure you're there, so let's even this out and take this. They did take down that top fort. Great job. They do have a camp pushing. If they can get this boss, that would be great. If they do get the boss, it's a good push for them. Somebody is going to have to clean this bottom boss, and they are going to have to go and get this objective if they want any hope in getting somewhere on this map. And somebody really take down that bottom four. And Daddy Will calling BS out on here, saying the Emerald Dragon's too scared to rematch the Red Dragons. I don't think so. I just don't think that they want to. Nonetheless, the Haka and Thrall battling it out over this objective. Thrall getting tongued by the Dehaka. I swear to God, do you know how long his tongue must be? Just, you know, if you're a woman, just think about that. Yeah, so Greek Fire managing to cap this objective. The dragon, oh my God. The Nazguls didn't even go to really contest it. They tried, but not enough manpower to get that done. They are going to have to fight hard on the next objective if they want any hopes of stopping another curse. Boss timers are up, way up, 3 minutes, 51 seconds. And the dragons are going to rotate to their camp. And yes, here we go. The Nazguls are going to push out this bottom lane. Come on. Let's take this fort down. Like, let's go already. Thrall just completed his quest. Tassadar is only at 105 out of his quest. Dahaka is 7 out of 10.
Blue team has destroyed a fort.
So there we go. Finally, catapults going bottom lane for the Nazguls. Johanna in a little bit of a freaking problem here. I lost the word. That was the only word I could come up with. She's in trouble, but she got out. Her team came to her rescue. They do need to get set up for this next objective, but no, they are going to stop the team camp because they have 20 seconds. and that should allow them some rotation, but it may not because the dragons are going to go and get set up. This is the fight they want because if they can get this curse, they might be able to end this game at 16 minutes. They are level 19, and the Emerald Dragons take this fight. They know they're 20, but the Nazguls would be best to take this fight and take somebody down. They really need somebody down. Toxic in a little bit of trouble here. He needs a heal, and he gets that heal from right wing very slightly. But come on, Tychus, you need to pull off a kill here. Does not capture a kill at all. He pushes him off slightly. So Toxic can grab that objective. And they do take down Li Ming. Good grab, Nazguls. Way to stay alive on the dragons for the rest of y'all. Dahaka moving to this camp. You got 2 minutes and 8 seconds on the top boss. A minute and 52 on the bottom boss. And here goes Tychus going for his camp. And the Nazguls are going to move mid. They really want to even this for the forts. They don't have to push up their lanes nearly as hard as they have been. Greek Fire always with the crazy plays when he plays that freaking Lucio. I love it, but dude, you scare me every time. Dwarf jump there. And it's a 4v3, 4v4, 4v5. Here we go. Can they continue this push? They do have the numbers, and they are going to get 20 just slightly before the dragons do, which is great. They could push this fight, but no, they're going to decide to retreat. They want to go get set up for this objective, clean that bottom lane. The dragons are just doing dragon things. Minute 12 on the top boss, and 55 seconds on the bottom one. And somebody really needs to clean this lane. I swear to God, if I was playing this, I'd probably be screaming already, clean the lane! Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. They are going to fight over this because this is the fight for the third tribute. And it's pretty quiet. It's always eerie when it's like this. So there's a tongue from the Haka. Damn tongue, man, I'm telling you. Unstoppable on the Johanna. And here comes that Odin. Odin is out. They are trying to go after those DPS players in the backline. Don't chase too far. Objectives over here. You're leaving your tank all alone, but they take out the Haka and the Johanna's down as well. This may allow the Nazguls enough room to grab this objective free and clear, and yes, it does. Mimas grabs it. There is a curse upon the dragons. Here we go. It looks like the Nazguls are looking for this bottom lane push. Their boss is up, but hey, guys. Oh, Li Ming is hearthing, so she's not as much danger as you thought. And the court is under attack on the Nazgul side. They really need somebody to go and clean that, but it's and Tychus is hearthing for that. Mimas does get out of that fight. Oh, wow, so much happening all at once. It's crazy. Clean up. Aisle 12. That's what it feels like right now. The Nazguls almost had a good push there, but a little late to the cleanup on their part. Okay, so they did not get too much out of this curse with only 13 seconds left. Both bosses are up. The Dragon's camp is up. They are looking for this fight here. Nemesis manages just to get out quite slightly. They do take down the right wing, sadly. Jep is in some trouble. Jep is going down as well. The dragons taking this back. They're like, no, no, we don't think so. We got this better than you. That Li Ming just melting down that Johanna. So there is 3 Nazguls down. And the dragons, you know what? They're saying, forget it. We're not taking this boss. We're just going to go and kill their core. So, ladies and gentlemen, if this core goes down, we will be going to game 3. Y'all can never make this easy for me. Here we go. Core damage happening. Nemesis in some trouble. He does get himself saved. But that core is going down fast. 70%. No, 60, 58. And 50. 40. Oh, shit, man. This is going to be a GG for the Emerald Dragons, bringing us to a game 3, ladies and gentlemen. Please stay tuned. We will go to game 3. I will take you through the stats on this one. And yeah, that was a thing. Very interesting, y'all. So here we go, you all. Um, Tassadar bringing up your siege damage. Top lead at 129,971. Wowie zowie, great job, Tassadar, on that siege damage. Your best hero damage, of course, coming from the Li Ming because, well, Li Ming's a pain in the butt. Gotta keep it G-rated. Near heals, again, on that Brightwing, 93,000. Brightwing, love ya. And your self-healing on the Mirrodin at 26,000. And your best XP of the night is the Dahaka 0-day attack at 15,000. And you all, here's your death counters. Not too many deaths this game, so which means not too many kills. So we will take a slight little brief moment while we go and wait for the second game. Sorry, I should have said third game, not second game. That was the second game. See, too late at night for my liking. So far, you all, the score is 1-1. We are going to game 3 shortly. I'm gonna be eating dinner really, really late at night tonight, y'all. This is gonna suck. I am secretly hoping that this game will go quickly. Okay, you all, we are going to Towers of Doom. Oh, the comeback map of a lifetime. It's always the comeback map. But yes, we will be going here. We are just waiting for one more player to show up. Dun dun dun. And my husband is laughing at me because I told him earlier that I was only going to cast one game and then he can make me dinner. And then I was still sitting here, so I decided to cast the next game. So here we are, 10:30 at night. Annie has not had dinner yet. And I need sleep. Oh, I'm not sure what's happening here. We are missing a player. It looks like Nemesis is missing. Okay, well, while we wait, and some more music for y'all. It's like some really creepy ass music. Alright, I think we are almost ready. Y'all know how this goes. You all play these games. You know, it's a long night. We're all tired. I just want to say no to him. He said cap hat, please. But you know, no. No, I'm kidding. Oh, everybody's taking a bio break. All right, we're going to go back to this and some more music for you while we wait. Because, well, it's a waiting game tonight. Oh, thank you, Steam Junkster. Saying I'm not looking forward to casting the playoffs, considering they're best of 5. Nuts. It should just be one game. One game. Take it all. One game. The best of 5, man. At least that's what it says on the schedule. So I might actually lose my voice by tonight. Wow. Alright, looks like we are ready to go. If I can press enter for once. Alright. And we are going... damn it. Oh, there we go. To Towers of Doom. Oh yeah, I'm doing this all wrong again. Oh my god. I think my husband would be happy if I lost my voice, just saying. He thinks I talk too much. Stukov band coming out from the Emerald Dragons. Wait. They screwed up the sides, y'all. This is gonna suck. Ah. Shit. Yeah. That blows for me. Uh-oh. How do I switch this quickly? Hold on. No, that's the wrong one. Oh, I can't switch this quick enough. Sorry, guys. They screwed up the sides. So my marking thing is gonna suck really bad. And I didn't recognize it because I'm really tired. You screwed up the sides on your caster! Well, that sucks. So... this is gonna fuck with my brain all night. I mean, mess with my brain all night. Oh, shit. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. There we go. Alright, Sorry guys, I'm totally backwards because it's gonna screw up all of my screens. What to do, what to do. Okay. I don't know how to fix this fast enough. See, if I put that up there, it's the wrong. It's so wrong. Ah. Alright, so you got your bands of Hagar, Sylvanas, and Johanna from the Emerald Dragons, Xenochrist on the Anubarak, and Li Ming on Ritlu. Or Ritlu on Li Ming, rather. And a Brightwing on Mimas, of course, Jep on the Jaina, and Toxic on Mei.
Need a light.
And with all healer bands coming from... I told you, it's gonna totally screw me up. The Nazguls. How quickly do you think I could fix the versus bar so I can start calling these people the right names?
I will fight to my last breath.
Okay, hold on. I'm just gonna try and swappity swap here. I'm sorry guys, bear with me. It's their fault. Oh shit. No. This is impossible to do this quickly. Oh my god. Okay, I'm not sure if the words are in the right spot, but hey, we will see. I tried to do my best here. I'm sorry, guys. But that is the best I could do when they mess with my setups. So here we are. You got Anubarak on Xeno, Ritlu on Li Ming, is Zero Day on Blaze, Greek Fire on Rhaegar, and Real Big Deal on Zul'Jin, Mimas on Brightwing, Jep on Jaina, Toxic on Mei, and where was I? Lone Wolf on Sonya, and Mimas on Brightwing, and Tychus with Nemesis. Alright, so hopefully this isn't too badly screwed up. And shoot. Oh, come on.
Heroes.
And there's 1 point each, right? Alright. Okay, the words aren't too messed up. I'm not going to mess with it now because we are in game. So here we go. It's all their fault. We could blame it all on them for setting up the room wrong. My graphics are a little messed up, but at least when I look up to see which team I'm talking about the correct team. So we do have the Emerald Dragons on the left now, and the Nazguls on the right. We really need to remind people that home team needs to be on the left, and away team on the right, please, because you mess with the caster settings, and it's really difficult to reset that up on the fly. I managed to do it, but not perfect. There is an interesting thing. Nazguls knows that this is a bottom lane map, and here comes the Emerald Dragons. They are going to try and push this back out. Blaze and Jaina gonna go toe-to-toe on top. Nemesis in mid to pick up that soak, but hey, he's just going to hug that gate. 3v furrow on bottom. This could be a bad thing. Alright. Okay, yeah, I totally just got quiet there. I'm sorry. I'm having a hard time remembering who's blue and who's red. orange in my case. So both teams are going for their bottom camps here because, y'all, this map is all about the bottom lane. I'm surprised that Nemesis has not joined his team in the fight because he's trying to help out the Blaze. Double soak here. Or not the Blaze, sorry, Lone Wolf. Man, my brain, I'm telling you, it's all their fault. Blame it all on them. Alright, so the Emerald Dragon stole the camp from the Nazguls. But hey, this is also the comeback map of all of Heroes of the Storm. Because you could be down to only one shot left and you still win the game. But wow, Li Ming is still epic for pushing. She does so much damage. The Nazguls, again, trying to catch up. They lost their front fort. They are up on 1 kill against the Emerald Dragons, however, which is good news for them. You do have a full 5-man movement on the Emerald Dragons. Sonya free and clear to run for the Nazguls. And you got a 3-man versus this 4-man on bot, which is very dangerous. Nemesis should really be coming down here to help his team out. And here comes my husband, hopefully save my life and make me a sandwich. I'm so hungry, guys. It's ridiculous. Nemesis in a little bit of trouble. Sonya going for her what is it called? Tower? Yeah. Sonya does cap that tower. Jaina trying to poke on that bottom one. And the dragons do manage to get their tower as well. So far, shots are even. It's a fight of a lifetime on this bottom one to see if they can cap the shot. It's really not a lifetime because it is literally the comeback map. The Nazguls need to pull something out here if they want a win on this game. They need to pull this together to take this win. A real big deal is down. 0-day attack is getting hurt right now by the Nazguls, and the Nazguls are going to cap this objective, no problem. Their camp is up in 25 seconds. They need to clean this up to keep from losing that. The enemy's camp is up now, and you have Nemesis and Lone Wolf going after 0-day, and Lone Wolf misses her, whatever you want to call that, hooky hook thing. Yeah, that's what we're calling it tonight, hooky hook thing. Jaina has 3,200 out of her 12,000 frostbite. How long will that take? And you want Axe with 9 out of the 30 on that soul gem. Good. Oops, sorry, I missed it. My bad, I went too far. They took down that Rhaegar. Good job, Nazguls, and they capped that camp as well. But hey, the dragons are just going to clean that camp up quite quickly. Nazguls going for their camp now as well. This is craziness, y'all. This game is very interesting to go for this map. I only like this map if you play it with the right team. But, you know. We go, it's a 3v3 on bottom lane. And ha 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 ha, the boss is now up. Nemesis facing off with Zul'Jin. Sonya facing off a 0-day attack. She does have the lane over that Blaze, and Nemesis almost had his lane, but no longer. Still 3v3 on bottom. They are going to move to defend this objective. They are going to take down a real big deal. That hurts. Owie wowie, poor Zul'Jin.
Be swift, heroes.
And
do not let the
Nazguls are going to cap this tower for all it's worth right now. Yeah, it's worth 4 shots. 4 more shots on the dragons. It's really bothering me that they switch sides. I'm really having a hard time here. Here goes nothing. I'm not sure what anybody is doing anymore. 3-man bottom, 2-man mid, top lane missing somebody, 5-man going in the mid. Wow, and we got 2-man going to rotate top, 4-man rotating on the 3 in the bottom. Interesting, Greek Fire is a little low on health, but hey, he's the healer. He should heal himself, you would hope. It's like in the airplane, you know, you don't put the mask on other people first, you put it on yourself so you save other people. Yeah, you may want to heal yourself. But he is healing up there, that's great, because he's in wolf form, and that's what happens when you're in wolf form. And I realize I probably said that wrong because I have a bad speech impediment with that word. Anyway, 3-man on bot, holding that nicely. Jaina still pushing 0-day attack, not Jaina, sorry, Sonya pushing 0-day attack down. She's got some zappers with her, and they're gonna go for that tower, taking more hit points down off of that. There's a 4-man. Dragons going against a 3-man. Nazguls on bottom. And Toxic being ganked. No, he's gonna get saved, but Tychus gets webbed by that Anubarak. And he does get out. Toxic is good to go. Brightwing's gonna come and heal lovely Mei up, even though she has a self-healer. And you're gonna have a 5-man rotate. I'm not sure where they're gonna go. Are they gonna equally split? No, they're gonna put Jaina on one side, 4-man on the other. They want these towers. They want this game. The Nazguls are hungry for it. Lone Wolf gets out. Xenochrist misses with his interrupt. But Sonya coming back in. They are not paying it. Oh, no. Tychus did interrupt that dragon on capping, but they have to retreat now. I think that is enough for that fight. They are going to regroup, relane, go to their camps, and that is the best idea at this point, because they are ahead on shots on the dragons. Nemesis out of his Odin now. And the dragons going for their camp. The Nazguls captured their camp, and there will not, or it does not look like there will be an interrupt at this point on the dragons camp, because, well, they're only a 2-man on bot. Sonya going top again to deal with that Tychus, or Blaze. Wow, Tychus is in mid, pulling out those mid towers. And Mei putting a stop to some of the push going on bottom from the dragons. And they really need the rest of the team to come down here to help them out. They need that 4-man against this 4-man, because that interrupt from Xenochrist is quite crazy. But hey, they really need to kill those zappers here. And will they get those zappers down? Yes, they do. They get the zappers down before any damage is done to their fort. Way to go, Nazguls. The dragons are rotating, and not entirely sure what is going on. You got 14 out of his 30 stacks on that Zul'jin G1 axe. 63,094 on the 12,000 Jaina stacks. And there is another 3v4 attack going on bottom. I'm not sure what the Nazguls are thinking here, but 3v4 is never a good idea. They really need Tychus to come down and help them out, because now their healer is down. It is still going to maintain a 3v4. I don't know why Tychus is bothering to come in here. He needs to move somewhere else, because this is danger, danger, Real Robinson, danger.
Lay claim.
And there is Lone Wolf coming down to help out. Mei is going to try and cap this bottom. Mid is going to go to Xenochrist, and they take out that Jaina. They do get that bottom tower, and the mid tower goes to the dragons. So we're looking at 28 shots left on the Nazguls and 20 shots left on the dragons. But the dragons are doing exactly what you should be doing on this map, taking down that bottom fort, because hey, it's all about the bottom lane. You should only be having one double soaker, but that is not what's been happening for the Nazguls this game. This is a very interesting way to play this game, or at least this map. So anyway, there's that. The Nazguls need to take this back, but heck, the dragons are going to go for their camp. It looks like the Nazguls are a little bit running scared right now, but that is never a good thing. And the dragons managed to take that zapper camp. The Nazguls are going to have to kill that if they want to deaden those 3 shots. At the same time, there is Nemesis pulling out the Odin to kill that fort down, because hey, the Odin is great siege damage. Sonya doing Sonya things on top, because you know, nobody ever watches the offlaner. And Jeff is in a little bit of trouble, and oh, they almost got Ritlu down, and the enemy team has lost a fort. So the dragons have lost their top fort, and
The altars rise again.
the Nazguls have managed to keep those zappers from going into their camp, fort, keep, whatever the heck you want to call it tonight. Alrighty then. Here we go. This is a very interesting fight. Real big deal. Almost got out, but almost died, but he got out with his unstoppable. Taz Dingo wins it for all. Xenochrist having some trouble here. And here comes the Nazguls. They want this back. They are working hard for it. You know, you work hard for your money. So hard for your money. Yeah, I should not be singing. My voice is really going to go eventually. The Nazguls do take the bottom tower, and they are looking like Sonya needs some help on the top one. Her team is coming, but the dragons are right up behind, and the other bit of the Nazguls coming up the other way. The Nazguls really trying to set this up, but Lone Wolf is going down, and sadly he's down for the count. The Blaze is down as well, and there goes that Tychus. This is all up to a May, and May is down. No, and Jaina is in this cobweb of hell, and there goes. No, she's in stasis. Still not enough to keep her alive. They lose that top one as well, but hey, there's only 15 shots left on the dragons. 25, 20.
Bring down the Gravekeeper's core.
2 left on the Nazguls, but heck, the dragons are going to go for this boss because, well, they can, because there's only a Bright Wing left, and they do take their top fort back on the dragons. This is going to give them another, what, 4 or 5 shots? It's 4. 4 shots. I always forget how many shots that boss gives you, but that's 4 shots on the Nazgul's core. I told you this is the comeback map from hell, and yeah, you can think you're winning, and then suddenly something changes and you lose. So 18 shots left on the Nazguls, 15 shots left on the dragons. They are both doing things. Okay, the Nazguls are taking the camp. The dragons slightly weren't there for a second, but now they are. The Nazguls saying forget it, and Sonya took that top camp. The Nazguls are trying to call out this 0-day attack, but he goes into his bunker, out again, and he gets snowballed out of the way. Oh, nice gank on behalf of the Nazguls. Beautiful play. I wish I knew how to replay that, because that was awesome. I'm going to have to ask Kraka how to do replays. That was a great play on behalf of the Nazguls, in my opinion. And look at them. They are chasing after Greek Fire, because, heck, they really want to kill this healer. The Greek Fire has been a thorn in their side all night, but no, they're going to let him go, because that would be fighting by their towers, and that would be a bad thing. Here we go. Beautiful, beautiful team fight coming from the Nazguls against the dragons. Jeb gets away. Odin being pulled out by this Tychus, and they are going to have to do something to get this Lone Wolf going in to get this tower. But no, Jaina notices it, throws down a globy globe at him, and hey, this is gonna hurt, man. You need a heal. And the healer is being otherwise occupied, and nothing you can do about either the May or that Sonya. But really, the Nazguls have lost this bottom tower. That is a few more shots going towards them. They have 14 shots left on their core. Dragons have 15. The Nazguls need to do something to pull this out if they want this win. The dragons have a level 19, which means they're going to get 20 quite soon. They are taking down this bottom fort, no problems. Here we go. This is going to now give them 5 shots on the next objective if the Nazguls do not take this back. Your boss is coming up in 2 minutes and 33 seconds. Your camps are at 20 seconds on the bottom right, 40 seconds on the bottom left, and 26 seconds on your top. But the dragons are sitting quite comfortably right now. They're at a 20. The Nazguls are slightly behind. Okay, more than slightly, like a whole entire level. But, and a tier at this point. So this is quite dangerous for them. And here comes the dragons. They're going to push in here like crazy, because they want this bad. Beautiful team fight happening here. Tychus in the web. Would have been nice to have an Odin there, but that is not going to happen. You got... Everybody went into the bunker, saved themselves. Wouldn't it suck that that bunker actually heals your teammates? Oh my god, that would be epically horrible. But here we go, the dragons are taking the Nazguls camp. I'm sure this is not what the Nazguls were expecting for tonight, but again, this is the comeback map from hell, and it can always turn around at any point in time. And you got Rhaegar managing to capture this bottom tower, no problem. Altar tower, what the hell do you want to call it? So there is 5 shots going to the Nazguls with 9 left on their core before it's GG. So they need to pull something out. My husband's lovely, and he made me a sandwich with some pickles. Yummy! It's gonna be really hard to eat and cast at the same time. So, hey. But I really, really appreciate the fact that my husband does so much for me. So big shout out to my husband. Everybody clap for him. He's amazing. Here we go. An interesting fight. Nothing happened. More fun when somebody dies, but never fun when the May dies. May is down. That's leaving the Nazgul short-handed for this next objective, which is not quite up yet. Sonya did take that top fort down. And she is going for this camp because she wants those zappers. The boss is up in 13 seconds, in which the dragons are getting set up for. And I don't think... Oh, no, they are going to go... No, they did not interrupt that Sonya, but they are going to take her down anyway. Beautiful gank coming from the dragons. Lone Wolf, no, she gets out. She says, no, not... Oh, no, she got out. It was today for that Sonya. I'm sorry. Rest in peace. And the Nazguls do take back their bottom keep for whatever you want to call it tonight, because my brain stopped working about a half hour ago. There is 4 shots on the Nazgul's core with only 2 shots remaining. They need to defend this objective or give it one of the two. Whatever they do, they gotta respect. If they choose one, they are going to lose. They want to take this keep down really badly, but they might be doing this in vain, because if they lose this objective, it is game. May is trying to defend this the best she can. Here we go. There is still a fight happening here. Jaina in stasis. She's in trouble. She is down. Nothing the Nazguls could do about it. They are really trying to defend this point with everything they got, but I do not think this is going to happen. I honestly think this might be GG. Nazguls will be taking the loss. Here we go, Greek fire on the point, and they did not get it. Ladies and gentlemen, that is GG for the Emerald Dragons, and yes, they do take first place home tonight. They will remain in first place, and I do realize I have 2 Annie signs up there. That really sucks when that happens. And it's probably been happening to me all night because I keep forgetting that the other one is up. But yes, here are your stats. Where we're sitting, your heavy siege damage coming from the Tychus at 145,431. Your top hero damage, again, on that Li Ming at 87,000. Your top healer, of course, tonight is the Brightwing, as always. Everybody praise Brightwing. Great heals, Mimas. And your top self-healing is the Zul'jin at 21,000, and your top XP for the night is 18. And if you guys stay tuned for just a moment, I'm going to see if we can get an interview.
Yeah, we're gonna lose round one.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we do have the Emerald Dragons here for our post-game interview. I literally just stuffed a dill pickle in my mouth and tried to crunch it as fast as I could there. But I'm so hungry, it's ridiculous. Anyway, you guys switched sides on me, by the way, which really screwed up my casting stuff. Just
Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot to switch there. That's
yeah,
my
home
bad.
team left, away team right. Please remember that for next game, just for my sake, because it totally threw me for a loop. But
Yeah.
um, guys, wow, what an amazing games to watch tonight. Like watching all three of these. You guys get 2 points for tonight, right? So you just secured yourself completely in first place. Um, how do you guys feel?
Ready?
Relieved.
Yeah,
Relieved?
Yeah.
Yeah, those were tense matches for sure.
they were.
They were, right? Like I was just a tad tense there. just,
Hmm.
just for a moment. I mean, I was hoping for the Nazguls that they would have pulled it out. They sadly lost their rematch against Red Dragons tonight, which kind of sucked. But um, yeah, so I mean, you guys are now in first, which means you guys are going up against the fourth place team, which I have a feeling it is going to be
Dragon
the
Slayers?
Nazguls.
Is it really?
It might be the Nazguls or Smoke. I don't know. Dragon Slayers won their game tonight, and that's their week 7 game, so that gives them 12 points. And then Nazguls lose 3 points because they lost their rematch. So that puts them in
Whoa.
fourth. So it looks like you guys, if I'm correct, I'm not sure if I'm 100% correct because I just suck at math tonight. But if that's the case, you guys get to rematch the Nazguls again.
Wow.
And, because it's the first versus the fourth and the second versus the third. So, I mean, with this game tonight, you guys were the top 2 teams this whole season. You guys have just been knocking it out of the park constantly. So, were you guys expecting this win, or were you guys just going into it going hope for the best?
Well, we have Ritlu as our hyper carry, so we
Oh.
knew that if Ritlu shows up, we win.
I would say we went in confident but cautious.
Hmm.
Cautiously confident. That's
Yeah,
very
we
interesting.
we treat every game like we could lose at any moment. Basically, I mean, we don't say, "Oh, this is an easy win," or "We're probably going to lose." We just stick to our
Yeah.
strategies.
Yeah. Guys, it was amazing to watch you tonight. I'm actually really excited for you for the playoffs. I think I've only casted 2 of your games this whole season. I think.
3 of
3? All right, you
This
Yep.
can
should
keep
be
me
the
count.
third. Yep.
Yep.
I know, yeah. The other day, Nemesis was like, Annie, can you cast our rematch? You're our good luck charm. And then they lost. I felt so bad. I'm like, damn. And then they lose again. I'm like, damn, I'm not your good luck charm, am I? I had all hopes for them tonight that they would win. I'm not supposed to have any bias, but getting to watch you guys play, when I see you or the Nazgulls go up against somebody, I'm actually cheering for you guys because I do think you guys have a lot to bring to the table. Um, I love watching you guys play. It's just crazy, And I'm surprised Greek Fire is not in here because, dude, man, I love that guy.
Yeah, he had something he had to go to right away.
Yeah, I mean, I've known Greek Fire since RCL first started, and it's always been cool to play with him. And I got to train with him a little bit, and we played scrims against Kraken. But yeah, it was just great. Oh man, I don't even know what to say to you guys because that was I thought if you guys won the first one, you were for sure taking the second, but no. What happened on that second game? Like, what did you guys
Uh,
Um,
do?
I
we
think
don't know.
it kind of. I think the second game we won, didn't we?
We did. So we
Yeah.
lost
So
the
yeah.
first
Oh,
game.
you lost
Okay.
the
Yeah. Yeah.
first one. Yes, okay. It's
Yeah.
because you guys switched sides. It totally
Yeah,
screwed me up the switch. But yeah.
I think the first one we were doing pretty well the whole time. It's just that last fight that we took was
Hmm.
basically just our team
Yeah.
throw, and they were able to win off of it.
Yeah, they really
We
pushed
we
that bottom
didn't
line.
think that they were ready for that fight, so that's why we jumped on them and tried to take it.
Wow. What'd you
And
Yeah,
they
get?
we
also drafted the two tanks, which proved to be kind of a problem. They had the Anubrak and the Johanna.
Yeah,
Mhm.
That
laning
was a tough.
Johanna is just a pain in the butt.
Mhm.
But yeah, wow, like you guys did pull it out on those last two games. I'm really really impressed, and I can't wait to see what happens in the playoffs for you. And then I think the final should be even more interesting. And now
Mhm.
that you guys have gotten to your week 7 game, I don't think there's anybody in the league that could even touch you at this point. Do you know how many points people would have to get 17 points at this point?
yeah,
Like,
I didn't realize Nazguls were going to lose points like that.
Yeah. So how come they had a rematch?
Uh,
Was that a?
so there was an issue with the Red Dragons versus the Nazguls in week 1, but there was some player issues on the Red Dragon team that players were AFKing on purpose and just causing a whole problem that the Red Dragons lost uncontrollably. Like
Oh wow.
it was a horrible games. I casted that game. It was really sad. Um, but the Nazguls were very sportsmanlike and agreed to a rematch, but they had to play the rematch before the end of week 7, right? So,
Mm.
and in doing so, they lost 3 points.
Wow.
Unfortunately, it's sad.
Wow.
But
Yeah.
the Red Dragons, I mean, they rebuilt. They got rid of the problem teammates. They rebuilt really quickly, and they've been kicking it the best they could, right? So, and they did a very good job tonight. I did cast that just before your guys' game, so I'm like quite like, oh my god, I've been casting since 7:30 tonight. So,
So realistically, Red Dragons could pull ahead of Nazguls then at this point if they win their game this week in a domination.
Oh really?
Yeah, if Nazguls loses their 3 points, they'll have 11. If Dragon wins this week 7 by domination, they'll have 13 points.
yeah,
So that would put
that could put the Nazguls out. But as it stands right now, the Red Dragons, they're going
his
out
Dragon
against
Slayer still have to play.
the Dragon Slayers. Just played tonight. They played the Purple Dragons for their week 6. They won, so they now have 12 points. So they're tied with Smoke right now. So that was their week 6 game that they just played. And the Dragon Slayers play the Onyx Dragons this week, and the Red Dragons play the Purple Dragons. So it's all dependent on those games because you guys just played the Nazguls for their week 7. There's no more points
Mm-hmm.
to be had for either of you, right? So we're
Yes,
just until next week with the best of 5, and that
Who
could
who
change
did
everything too, right?
who did the Onyx Dragons used to be?
The Green Dragons,
Green Dragon. Okay.
yeah. It really screwed me up too when they changed their name like
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
last week of the season. I'm like, what the, you know? But yeah, it's very interesting because this is where things could change quite drastically. Like, because right now the Red Dragons are sitting at 10, Nazguls are sitting at 11, and there's nothing they can do about it. So you're right, they could knock the Nazguls out. But who knows? Because the Purple Dragons also had a rebuilding session, and you know, the only problem with the Purple Dragons is they have the Red Dragon's old healer Holo. And so the Red Dragons know all about Holo and everything he plays and how he plays. Right? So it should
Yeah,
be
I think
interesting.
think Purple might be too far behind to get into fourth now because they only have 3 points at the moment.
No, but at least if they were to win
Oh,
against the
like
Red
stop
Dragons, it would
red.
keep the
Yeah,
Red Dragons from
Mhm.
kicking Nazguls out of the playoffs. But who
gotcha.
knows? We don't know what's going to happen at this point. You guys are playing as well in Nexomania, right?
Yep.
We are.
Cool. Nice. I, I know I thought I seen a game come up on the 12th or something for you guys in there because I'm also a caster for Nexomania.
We'll be playing Smoke this week.
Yep.
Yeah.
We
Next
play them on
Mania.
Thursday.
Yeah, I think it's at what 10 p.m. or 9 p.m.
Yep.
These damn late matches, I'm telling you. But yeah, guys, I'm so in awe over the way that you guys play. I mean, like I really feel like everybody should take some pointers from watching you guys games because you guys seem to pull it out, like
One thing I'll say, we've heard about teams having trouble with their rosters, and it's kind of surprising to me that, the Red Dragons had people AFKing on their team. We've had a really good rapport so far. We just formed like a month and a half ago, and like we've been nonstop positive, nonstop constructive criticism. We haven't had any problems like that, and I think that's really helping us.
Yeah, the thing that happened was really bad, and we had to remove another player from that team too. So it was kind of just for some reason the Red Dragons have always had drama. I'm hoping that drama is fixed now and they can move on and become a better team. But I wasn't expecting them to be at the bottom of the heap at all. So I mean, but nonetheless, you guys are in the lead, going to the playoffs. The best of 5 game. Oh, that's gonna be hell for me.
Especially at 9 p.m.
I think if it's best of 5, please like 7.
Yeah, I think I like to schedule that one sooner than 2.
Yeah, because it's 5 games, man. It's bad enough with 3. It's 120 minutes, or yeah, no, 90 minutes, and then 5. You're looking at like could be upwards of 3 hours, right? Like this.
Don't worry, we'll try to keep it to 3 games.
Yeah, just win all 3. We're good to go. It's all good. Well, I want to thank you guys for letting me cast your games this season. It's been an honor, and it's so enjoyable to watch you guys play.
Thank you for casting.
Yeah.
Thanks, Annie.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun.
No problem. And one last thing, because I have to ask you now, who's gonna win RCL?
We are.
We are.
I know I have the points up on the screen. I mean the writing's on the wall. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be you guys, but a Psycho called it as well. He did say it was gonna be you guys. So
We hope so.
yeah, I hope so too. So until your next game, we shall see you. Thank you again.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, I am almost done.
Okay, back to Emerald, or are we going deep pots?
You guys go wherever.
We can decompress in Emerald. Oh, looks like they already went to. Oh no, Fenders and. Oh, let's go back to Emerald.